Hello, what's up, guys? How we doing? How we doing today? Man, we have not recovered from the previous video we did. I bring you greetings from my family, from my wife. She extends her greetings. She wishes to be here. Yeah, but for circumstances beyond our control for now, she is not here. As I said, we've not recovered from the feedback we've had from previous video. The last video on the immigration series. We've not recovered because the feedback has been mind-blowing. We got feedbacks from potential PhD students. I think we got about 7 of them that requested for the material, and they replied back that it has really been helpful. We got about more than 20 requests from master students. And I could not even count the undergraduate guys that contacted us. You know, those that are coming for first degree. Man, it's enormous. But we made sure we sent everybody who requested for the PDF. Today, this particular episode, we'll be talking about how to apply for scholarship. We'll be talking about where to get the scholarship. Yeah, we'll be talking about where to find the scholarship. We'll also be talking about how to know if a particular school, is qualified for postgraduate working permit at the end of your course. Let's say your course is 2 years, your course is 3 years, your course is 1 year. Is that particular school qualified for postgraduate working permit from the government? Are they qualified, or is just after your schooling you go back to your country? We'll talk about how to know these things, so you don't just waste your time. Like, you don't just waste your time and you have a plan of coming to stay or coming to work after school, and you are applying to a school where you must go back to your country after your schooling. You know, there are ways to know these things. So I'll be giving out this information on how to go about it. Finally, because the feedback from the scholarship guys is mind-blowing, I decided to do this first before progressing to the visa proper, before progressing to how to send applications to school. But we want to talk about those people who don't really have enough finance to finance their tuition and their living expenses. You know, now we are talking about the letter of request you send to schools or organizations. What should it contain? Or what should it entail? What should make up this letter? It is in a layman language. What should make up this letter? We'll be discussing it this video. Now, where to find scholarships in Canada, or where can one get scholarship? You can get scholarship in different organizations in Canada. You can get scholarship from government grants. I'm making research on organizations in Canada that give scholarship. Once I've seen some, but I'm compiling them. Meaning different organizations in Canada that gives scholarship, you know. And the other one is the universities, the schools, you know. They collaborate with provinces, they collaborate with government as well. Different schools that give scholarship. Just like I said, the PDF I told you guys about contains all those things. So if you don't have it right now and you know someone that knows someone that needs it, this is the channel to go. This is the place to direct them. Let them request for it. I'll give them free of charge. You know, no charge, no extra cost. I'll be giving them free. The truth remains that there are over 100,000 scholarships in Canada. Trust me, there are over 100,000 scholarships in Canada and over $200 million worth of scholarship in Canada. And every year, over $100 and something million scholarship is not being taken. So year after year, this money keeps coming and going back to the source. You know, but this is not what the people that are giving the scholarship want. They want people to claim it, but if you must claim it, you must qualify for it. You know, you must merit it. So we've talked about where to get scholarship. You know, that compilation will give you scholarship in the university, all universities in Canada, and government grants, you can get scholarship from government, you can get from different organizations, private sector, public sectors here in Canada. As I said, I'm compiling that one. Once I feel the content is good enough, I will release it out to the public as well. So, but what we have right now is still that PDF that has all the scholarship in Canada. Now, how do you know that a particular school qualifies for postgraduate working permit at the end of your schooling? You are done with your masters, you are done with your undergraduate study, you are done with PhD, your doctorate degree, and all of a sudden you find out that the school you went to does not qualify for postgraduate working permit. It's because you did not do your due diligence. It's because you were less informed before you apply to study in that particular school. You know, I will actually put it on the screen in this video. I will attach it to the video so you see it, but I will explain it orally now to us, so those who could pick it up now will pick it up. But if you did not, don't worry, it will be attached to this video and you will see the practical way of how it was done. First of all, you go to Google, just www.google.com, Google, www.google.com, and from there you click designated learning institute, designated learning institute, designated DESIGNATED, designated learning, LEARNING, learning and institution, designated learning institution, designated learning institution, designated what? Learning institution. So when you click that, what will pop out when you click that on the Google? What will come out? Just click on the one that brought Canada.ca, the one with Canada.ca. A lot of things will pop out, but the one with Canada.ca, click on it, and once you click on it, go down, scroll down. At the bottom part, you see where you need to select the province of where your school is. Let's say your school is in Prince Edward Island, or your school is in Newfoundland and Labrador, or your school is in Saskatchewan or Ontario. You click it there. Once you click the province, it will bring the name of all the old schools there, and you select the particular school you want to apply to. Once you select it, it will show you the DLI number, that is designated learning institution number. At the right hand of the list, it will also show you either a yes or a no if this particular school qualifies for postgraduate working permit at the end of your study. This information alone have led so many people depressed. These people not knowing this thing I just talked about has led so many people depressed. Where you think that after your schooling you apply for post-work permit, and at the end of the day your school is not qualified for the post-working permit. It's crazy, right? But not knowing this information at all has led a lot of people depressed. Now we want to talk about why do the government of Canada actually give this scholarship? Why do they give this scholarship? They believe that there are some hardworking people. They believe that there are some hardworking people who, by reason of where they come from, by reason of their country, by reason of different political reasons, are disadvantaged. So they are rolling out series and series and series of scholarship to international students. So those people who do not have the means, the financial capacity to fulfill their dream, will fulfill their dream. First, they want to help the disadvantaged. Two, they want to help motivated folks. They want to help people who are motivated, people who are intelligent, people who are motivated. Mind you, this scholarship is not strictly for students with distinction only. No. That's why I said they want to give scholarship to people that are motivated. There are people who are motivated that do not have the means. These scholarships are for them. Now, let's talk about applying for this scholarship. What are the things you need to take note as you apply for this scholarship? What are the requirements? How do you apply? To apply for any scholarship, you need to send letter of request. Now, this letter of request must go with some documents. Now, some of the documents your letter of request should go with. It should go with reference letter, at least 2 reference letters from where you have worked or from your lecturers, as the case might be. 2 reference letters should go with reference letters. It should go with the awards you've won, your prizes, different prizes you've won, academic articles that are published by you. It should go with certifications, any certificate you had from any other extracurricular activity. Because they want to meet you, they want to know you, They want to know how far you've gone. They want to know how motivated you are. This is the essence of the letter of request. You know, another document that should be with that letter of request should be a resume, a professional resume. There's a Canadian standard of writing a resume. You know, maybe in one of these videos I would publish how a professional resume should look like, or how it should be. You know, so a professional resume should go with it. Now, the letter of request proper. We've talked about different documents that goes with your letter of request. We've talked about all your awards, prizes you've won should go with it. There should be reference letter. You know, your people who are above you. You know, your lecturers, doctors, people who you have worked under. You know, should be able to reference you and say nice things about you. You know, all your academic works that you have published, you know, your certificates, you know, and your resume. These are documents that should accompany your letter of request. Now we are done. Let us go into the letter of request proper. Now the letter of request should have these things I'll be calling. It should have an opening. That's one. Your letter of request should tell the panel or the university why you need this money. It should have an opening. It should have why you need this money. 3, the letter should contain why you are a good candidate for the funding, or why you are the best candidate for the funding. Lastly, the letter of request should also have or tell them how you plan to use the education you will receive to benefit the society where you are at large, and also your country where you came from. Let me recall again. I said the letter of request should contain the following. It should have an opening. I will expatiate on them. It should have an opening. 2, it should tell the university or the people giving the funding why you need the money. You should also tell them what you have done to get funding from other source. You should tell the people, you should tell the people giving the funding why you need the money, to what you have done to get funding from other source. Also, it should also contain why you are the best candidate for the funding. And lastly, how do you plan to use the education you will be getting to better the society at large or the country where you came from. Now, in the opening, you should be able to introduce yourself properly. Talk about the program of study you want to study. Talk about the cost of the program. And also talk about that you are seeking funding for this program. Now we've talked about the opening. We said the opening should do what? Should introduce yourself. Let them meet you. They don't know you. Let them meet you. I am a maker. I came from a family of 4, family of 9. I am the last. You know, let them meet you. You talk about the opening. Also talk about the program you want to study. Also talk about the cost of the program. And lastly, the amount of money you need to finance the program. Now let us move to why do you need the money. We talked about that. Why do you need the money? Should be part of the letter of request. Now, in this why do you need the money, things that should be there should be your financial situation at this time. Now you want to talk about how difficult it is for you if you are married, how small your salary is. You know, you want to talk about how modest your salary is. You know, you want to talk about different economic crises in your country if you have one. You know, this is just talking about why you need the money. You know, you talk about your financial challenges. You know, you talk about your financial challenges. So they get to know that this guy is actually what? Is actually serious. You know. So another thing we were talking about is other source that you've tried to get money from that you didn't get. Now you've told them why you need the money. Now you need to tell them other source that you've tried to get money from, or other scholarship you applied for but you didn't get it. Hence you are frustrated, you want them to assist you. Because I mean, they want to know the effort you've put into before coming to meet them. It also helps in your letter of request. And finally, you want to talk about what will the society gain from you after studying that program you want to study. Take for instance the security issue in Nigeria. You know, for over so many years Nigeria has been battling with insecurity. You know, and now you want to do a course on security. Now you have to tell them the economic implication of that course, the economic implication of that course to your home country. How when you are done with the course, you will send a proposal to your government. You know, you want to talk about the unstable electricity in Nigeria, and you want to do a course in electrical engineering. You know, how to solve the fundamental problems in electricity in your country. It might be anywhere, it might be on transportation, you know, it might be in the medical field, but they want you to relate it to how you intend to solve problem. All these things should be on your letter of request. I hope I have not wasted your time. I hope that all these things I've said, put it together, will give you a formidable letter of request. And we hope to get feedbacks after you've applied. Let us know the schools you have applied. Let us know their replies. And once you get it, we want to also share it here about people who took advantage of this information, this quality information, and they ran with it. Thank you and God bless you. Bye-bye. See you in the next episode, where we'll be talking about different schools, also talking about sheep schools, you know, how to go about it. We'll talk about it. Bye-bye and do have a wonderful day.